Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to the Mark Richt Show, brought to you by Williamson Automotive. Joe Zagacki alongside Don Bailey Jr., and the coach joins us momentarily. Well, it is finally here. The beginning of the 2017 season. The Hurricanes will kick it off against Bethune-Cookman at Hard Rock Stadium at 12:30. Very much looking forward to year two of Coach Richt.
Absolutely, Joe. Miami finished on a strong note, coming off of last year with a big bowl victory and all the consecutive wins, and now it's Bethune-Cookman at the Hard Rock.
This was a very good camp, very physical camp, but a lot got done.
Well, I think what Coach Richt liked the most about it was the energy that was brought to practice every single day. I understand there's no two-a-days, and that increased the energy level, but they matched it. They came in condition. They're a bigger team. They're a stronger team, but every single day they came to work.
Hurricanes have a quarterback in Malik Rozier.
Very exciting player. He's been here. He's going into his fourth year. He was mentored by Brad Kaya. He's been mentored by, of course, Jonathan and Mark Richt, and he should be ready for a big start.
The guy that had a really good camp and is going to be a focal point of the offense is junior running back Mark Walton.
Yeah, I think he might be one of the focals of the whole team. I mean, he's a genuine leader. He's a special teams player, and I'm looking for him to join the Edgerrin James Club as the only two backs in Miami history to put back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons together.
Miami has a defense, Don. Last year, the numbers dramatically changed. Miami in sacks, points allowed, tackles for losses, all really good numbers, and it's a defense that this year I think they know they can be good.
They got a good taste of what great defense looks like last year. And Manny Diaz has infused a lot of energy in that defense, and they genuinely want to be one of the greatest defenses at the University of Miami. And that's a lot to wish for, and that's a lot to work towards, but that's their goal.
All right, we are excited, so are the players. Let's get their reaction. Brought to you by UL Sports Medicine. We'll get you back in the game.
Every year is like you wait the whole year, you go through a whole lot of preparation trying to get to this point right here. I mean, this is what we do it for. So we're finally approaching that point. And I think I'm on the same page as everybody else. We're all excited, getting ready to go for this season.
How do you feel going into as a sophomore now? Last year, this is a freshman starting, you a little more settled in?
Yeah, I feel a lot better about what we're doing as far as the defensive system. Physically, I feel a whole lot more fresh than I've been in the past. So, I'm ready to go. Go for this game other than winning. I guess proving, putting it on film for the other teams that we play in the future, that we're still tough, still physical. No matter, who we've lost in the back end or wherever part of the team we've lost people, we're still the same guys, same group. We're gonna get after them.
Yeah, I was just telling the other reporter, we've been working hard all camp, and we're just finally excited to be going against somebody else.
For all the hype, I guess, going around the defense, do you think naturally maybe the offense is a little underestimated?
Yeah, we probably are, but we don't really focus on that. We just come in every day, focus on the task at hand, and whatever. We'll handle the rest.
Was that what you look forward to in these first couple of games, showing what the offense can do?
Yeah, just ready to see what we can do against somebody else. We've been going against each other all camp, and we're finally excited.
Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to the Mark Richt Show, brought to you by Williamson Automotive. As we kick off the 2017 season, Joe Zagacki alongside Don Bailey Jr. and, of course, University of Miami head coach Mark Richt.
Hello.
Coach, how are you? Welcome to the season.
I'm doing well. We're excited to get it going. I know the fans are, but the players are too, coaches, just everybody involved in the program are excited. I mean, you watched the band of the hour, the Frost band of the hour. You got everybody doing the cheerleaders, the dancers. Everybody's getting geared up, ready to go for the season, and I know our fans are ready to show up in big numbers.
Coach, talk to us about camp. A little bit different than history has it, so to speak. No two-a-days, a week longer.
Well, so many things are different. Number one, you can't have a two-a-day, like you say. Number two, you must give them a day off, 1 day a week, which is fine. I'd probably do that anyway. But the other thing that's interesting is the first 12 practices, we were in summer school. I mean, the entire team's in summer school. So we got the first 12 practices, we're working around academics. Then we've got 1 week where there's nothing but football, which is fun. And then school starts again, for the fall semester. So it's so different. But the good news is our players are here all summer long. they're running, they're lifting, they're conditioning. I mean, there was Gus Felder and the strength staff and Kyle Bellamy, our nutritionist, and they're getting their weight right, they're getting their body fat right, they're getting their muscle mass and all, all the flexibility and all those things. Then we're allowed to meet with them in the summertime, a couple hours a week, and install the system. So in the spring we installed everything. In the fall, in the summer we installed it all over again, and then the fall we start up again. So I don't think we need 29 practices like we used to. I don't think we need 2-a-days to get them in shape like we used to. They're already in shape, and they already know what to do. Now the young guys are a little bit behind. The freshmen just showing up, and certainly like a guy like John Ford coming at the very end. But other than that, 95% of the team is in shape, knowing what to do. Let's hook it up.
Are there were there certain things that were the best parts of camp for you this year?
I think just the energy on a daily basis. There's a couple times we just took the day off. We took 2 days off in the week, and again, it's because of how far along I think we are in our preparation. If I thought we, again, had to get them in shape or they had to learn what to do. I mean, I'm like, let's stay healthy and let's be fresh when this thing is over, and let's be obviously prepared to do battle. And I think we've done that, but I just enjoyed where we had a high level of energy almost every single practice. There's maybe one practice where effort-wise I question. Execution, there's always some questioning of that, and even what we're doing as coaches will question that. But I never had to question the effort of these guys, and that's what makes it fun.
Coach, do you think some of that energy that you mentioned had anything to do with they got a really good taste of winning at the end of last year, 5 in a row, and some of the momentum, and maybe they felt good and very excited about the season?
Probably somewhat, but if we'd have lost the bowl game, I think they'd still be excited about this season. I don't know if that's the end all, but it certainly did create momentum, and really football is a game of momentum. It is in recruiting, it is in just a particular game, and it is in any given season. The more positive momentum you create, the harder it is to stop a team like that.
All right, we're going to take a break. Still to come, we're going to talk about the offensive line. We have an opponent, Bethune-Cookman, and Miami has won 10 straight home openers, so a lot of different things to talk about as we continue right here on the Mark Richt Show. Welcome back to the Mark Richt Show, everyone. Brought to you by Williamson Automotive. Joe Zagacki alongside Don Bailey Jr. And joining us now, University of Miami head coach Mark Richt, year 2 for Coach Richt. And Coach, I know you're very excited to get back into the stadium and kick off the season.
Oh yeah. Well, we had a scrimmage there, and that was fun to be in there. It brings a different amount of energy, and even something as simple as if you scrimmage and you put your game day jerseys on, or your game day uniforms on, it changes their mindset a little bit. It makes them feel like it's more of a game. But we all know it's a beautiful venue. It's first class in every way, and it's a place our players love to go and do their thing.
Coach, you named Malik Rozier your starting quarterback for Game 1. Take us through that process and also how the competition went.
Right. Well, I'll say this: competition across the board changed everything for a lot of people, as far as just when new guys come in with a great talent base and a lot of energy and the time to learn what to do, it makes everybody else raise their level of play. And I'll sit here, I'll say that the fact that everybody was talking about N'Kosi Perry, for good reason, and for him to see N'Kosi Perry's talent base, I'm sure that changed his game just a little bit, but again, that's true at every position across the board.
Coach, Manny Diaz and your defense, from the first day of camp, the intensity level was extremely high, and it never wavered.
No, those guys they're very excited about just playing as big as any Miami defense has ever played. That's a huge statement, but that's how they're thinking.
But they've embraced it.
They're embracing that. They want to be great. They want to be at least as great, which is hard to do.
Coach Mark Walton doesn't seem like he wants to share a play with anybody, does he?
No, he will though. He will, but he'll be playing on special teams too.
Right.
You know, but yeah, he'll play a lot. There's no doubt. He'll finally get to carry the ball a little bit more than he's used to carrying it in these scrimmages. And but I'll say this: Travis Homer done a very nice job. He's not quite as physical of a pass protector as Walton, which it's hard to be as physical as he is in that area. But I think he knows what to do. He's willing to strike people. He can run routes. He can catch the ball. He's a good instinctive runner. He's gotten stronger from a year ago. So, and if you remember, you know, a year ago he started on every special team. He was probably the best special teams player we had overall. And he's still going to play specials for us. He'll probably still start on every one of them.
Coach, let's hit on special teams. Got a punter, new punter for the University of Miami, and
Right.
of course, old Badgley thinks he can make it from anywhere on the field.
Yeah, Badge can kick it now. I mean, you have to practice a long field goal that doesn't make it, and the other team has a guy back there to catch it and return it. You got to practice covering that thing. You know, or you got to practice as a defense. Hey, if it doesn't make it, we're going to catch it and return this thing, right?
Yeah.
So
Alabama, Auburn.
Right. So we're asking Badgley not to make the kick,
He won't do it.
and he's really upset at me because I'm like, look, dude, just get some air on it and kick it short.
No.
He was like, I can make that kick, you know, and he could have. But so anyway, he kicks it, and it's short because it was by design. And then who makes the tackle? Badgley. So it was good for him to get a little tackling practicing because you just never know what can happen.
When you're deciding who goes on coverage teams and kickoff return, other than the kicker and punter, of course, back in the day, people used to hide for that. Now they're stepping forward to get on it.
Yeah, I think so. You know, they got to understand if we're going to be great, we got to be great in all areas, and our starters know you're going to play on a special team, and so I think they enjoy it. It's a badge of honor to play on our special teams, and guys want to get on the field. Guys see what happened to a guy like Travis Homer last year, and all the guys that, you know, kind of showed that they can be a ball player on those teams, and not only is it happening on the first teams and second teams, but the scout teams that are simulating the other opponent, they want to show that they can cover a kick. They want to show that they can protect a punter or whatever it is. And so you find some great special teamers from the scout team of either young players or walk-ons.
All right, and we will continue on the Mark Richt Show right after this. Welcome back to our show, everybody. As we continue, brought to you by Williamson Automotive, Joe Zagacki, Don Bailey Jr., University of Miami head coach Mark Richt, year 2 for Coach Richt, and obviously very excited about year 2. They asked me, Coach, at the ACC Media Days, if there was a song, you know, like a baseball player has a song when he comes to home plate, what it would be for Coach Richt. And I said, well, I'm not 100% sure about Coach Richt's musical taste, but from a broadcasting standpoint and a fan standpoint, and Coach Richt being a man of faith, I'm going to go with Hallelujah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Thought you were here.
Yeah, that would be good. There's actually a song that, gosh, I'm trying to think of the artist now, but it's called "My Redeemer Lives," and that's what I would have blasting on there. I'm trying to think of who sings that thing. I'll think about it before it's over.
But the opening game is coming up. Bethune-Cookman, and Bethune last year got off to a tough start. They were 0-5, but then they went 4-1 down the stretch, and they had some injuries, a lot of players coming back. And, you know, when you get a team like Bethune, it's always guys that want to show that they maybe should play at another level, and a lot of guys that are from this area.
I think there's a lot of pride that is taken at that school, and I've seen them have some unbelievable teams. And you know, first of all, it's game one, and to a certain degree, it doesn't matter who you're playing. I told the staff last night, I've never had a team not excited about game one. So we're not going to do a whole lot to motivate. We're going to have to just make sure we're coaching and teaching and steering them in the right direction. Not to say we don't try to motivate, but I don't think we're going to have to spend a lot of time getting them excited about playing football. I mean, shoot, they get excited about practicing, so they're going to get excited about, you know, being in Hard Rock and having the fans there and going firing through the smoke. And I mean, how many freshmen for the first time are going to go through there? And they're going to be lost, man. They're going to be like, oh my, it'll be surreal to them. And, you know, they'll need a play or two to get going. But it's fun to just play the first game of the year, and Bethune-Cookman is going to be a very formidable opponent.
Coach, you start at home, then you got 2 away, then you come back at home. And last year, you really got a good feeling for this home crowd. They make a big difference, don't they?
Oh, they do. And I think the stadium makes a difference, too, the way it's structured. From what the players tell me, like, Coach, it's so much louder than the year before with the canopy. It kind of holds the sound in there. It amplifies the sound. And so our fans, they know when to get rowdy and when to get going. And there's a couple songs that get played and everybody goes crazy, and it's fun.
Coach, when you're preparing the freshmen or the first-time starters or the first-time players to go to the Hard Rock, would you talk to them about that, or do you let it kind of take care of itself?
Well, like I mentioned before, we at least got in there. They got to see it. And if you remember a year ago, we brought the team in there just to look at it because it was so much different than the year before. Even our veteran players, last year's stadium was new to them. And I wanted them just to see and look around and get that over with. But I don't know what you can say to them other than if your practice habits are such that when you get excited, when you get tired, when you get dinged, you know, get hit, something hurts, if you have great practice habits, they tend to carry you through those times. So we hopefully have practiced well enough where when your instincts take over, it's basically a culmination of all those practice repetitions.
Do you have a strategy to get through the smoke?
Oh, yeah. Stand to the side. Do not get in front of anybody big. And just hope and pray, kind of baby pee-pee step through there, you know, little baby steps through there until you can see something and then go. And I don't go very fast anyway, so after hip replacement, I'm just happy to have a nice jog.
Well, now ready to embark on year 2.
All right.
And I know you're highly energized. And
let's go.
It's you're moving forward with everything.
Yeah, it's
right?
fun. We're so many great things are happening right now. Just the energy around this program is, you can't deny it. I mean, with facilities, the Carroll Sulphur indoor practice facility, the Sulphur family, how they blessed us with that huge gift, but a lot of people gave. They gave the lead gift, which was monstrous, okay? But then there's a bunch of other people giving big gifts and gifts of all sizes in between. And so that's been great. The season tickets have been, you know, breaking records. Just the recruiting has been going really well. And I think we're getting better as a team. I think we've got the right coaches and support staff in place, and we just got to keep staying the course and doing things right, and not, you know, let's not be our own worst enemy. Let's do it, but let's do it with class, and everybody will be blessed.
I have a very proud partner here, Coach.
Okay.
Who, very proud of watching you manage this program, and he's been smiling now for almost 2 years.
Okay. Well, good. Just as long as Priscilla's happy, that's all that really matters.
Makes
there
life
he's
easy.
overachieved.
And Catherine.
That's right.
The 2 water girls.
All right, Coach. The very best of luck this year. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
That's University of Miami head coach Mark Richt. For Don Bailey Jr., I'm Joe Zagacki. We'll see you next time right here on The Mark Richt Show.